In this video, I will show you how to adapt the SecuTec Genu Flex orthosis to your patients to get ideal treatment results.
To adapt the orthosis, you will need bending hooks, a sharp object like a ballpoint pen, and the accessory box. The Bauerfeind logo can be seen on the uppermost connection element. It must be positioned at the front of the thigh. To put on the orthosis, the patient inserts their leg into the product while sitting down and pulls it up to the knee joint. The correct position of the SecuTec Genu Flex, the lateral hinges are at the same level as the kneecap. When closing the orthosis, follow the order of the straps. Each strap is threaded through its dedicated slot. The strap at the front, right under the knee, is closed first. This is followed by the upper strap close to the hinge at the back of the leg. Then close the front strap at the bottom. Lastly, close the uppermost strap over the orthosis at the back of the thigh. Now, check if the orthosis fits properly. For the perfect fit, the hinges on the thigh and lower leg must be positioned in the center of the lateral leg axis. If this is not the case, you can correct the position of the hinge by adding or removing flex links in the area of the thigh or calf. In our case, we have to correct and add one flex link each, medially and laterally in the thigh area. To change the flex links, open the frame closure with a sharp object. Separate the flex links from the padding by pulling carefully on the padding, thus removing the plastic poppers from the frame. In order to remove two flex links, bend them slightly against the curvature of the frame, thus loosening the outer two guide edges. Bend the flex links by 90 degrees to each other to fully remove them. Loud clicking sounds are completely normal. You can now either remove the flex links or add new parts from the accessories included as needed. To join two flex links, slide the outer guide edges into the groove of the front flex link. After that, bend the two flex links slightly against the curvature of the frame and push them together by applying pressure until they click into place. To attach the central padding, start from the center and work towards the outside. Option: if you'd like to change the length of the orthosis on the patient's leg, press the plastic poppers with a ballpoint pen and move the frame elements apart. The short version is delivered as standard. Put on the SecuTec Genu Flex again and check the correct positioning of the hinge. Check that the orthosis doesn't leave any pressure points and that the frame is flush. This kind of incorrect fit can easily be resolved. Using bending hooks, you can shape the hinges slightly. Before bending, remove the inner padding from the orthosis or completely remove the aluminum hinge before reshaping the orthosis. After reshaping the orthosis, put it back together. At the end, check the overall fit of the SecuTec Genu Flex in consultation with your patient. To adjust the hinge without tools, open the hinge cover with the quarter-turn lock. The enclosed frames include all the necessary blocks. If you want to limit the joint at 0060, for example, remove the blocks labeled F60 and insert them for both sides into the rear opening of the hinges labeled flexion. The E0 blocks for 0-degree extension are already installed in the pre-assembled orthosis. Afterwards, close the hinge cover again. The SecuTec Genu Flex has now been fully fitted and limited at an angle of 60 degrees extension. The padding can be removed to be washed. To do this, hold onto the cushions by the plastic poppers and pull them off. Before reattaching them, determine the order of the cushions. In order to avoid mixing up the cushions, please note that the central and lateral cushions for the lower leg are shorter than those for the thigh.
In the next video, I'll show you what you can tell your patients about the use and care of the SecuTec Genu Flex orthosis.